Alright, so welcome back. I got this knife in right before our camping trip. Our camping trip was only one day. We drove to Manchester, Tennessee, camped out, had a good time, was able to clear our minds and everything. It was a nice. We probably could have done it, for a couple more days and been just fine. But got this from JD for EDC. I saw it for sale on his thing, man. I can't believe he'd been having trouble selling it. I've been saying these things go like hotcakes. I'm glad I was able to jump in and grab it up. But my wife, or Courtney, she told me, she's like, yeah, she said, I saw it on Instagram not too long ago for like $250, and I was like, shit, I'd take it for that, But this is the Mayhem, now called the Vosteed RSKaos. Kind of play on words. That's RSKaos. But I think they changed the name because Cold Steel introduced their Mayhem just a tad bit before, and I think it's out of due respect. So they switched up the name and whatever. One thing I gotta say about this knife is just the packaging, man. The packaging is interesting. You get a nice box. I mean, it's just a cardboard box, right? But it's a nice cardboard box. We'll see how this background does. Then you get this case. You don't normally see these types of cases unless you're talking about Sharp by Design or Medford or something like that. So it's like this Pelican type case. It lets all the air out and it's lockable and all that stuff. And it's a really nice case. Then you open it up. Talk about the stuff you get inside. You get this sticker, Vosteed Mayhem sticker. Now they're changing the name. I don't know. I don't know if the new ones say RSKaos on it or what, but this sticker says Mayhem. So that's what we call this knife. Man, I took it. It's not just an unboxing really, because I've already taken it. I've taken it camping with me. We cut some stuff up. I haven't even cleaned it up yet. It's sharp as shit. I don't know if it's sharp as shit anymore. We'll find out before we get through talking about it. But this is like a compression lock. You see this go bar? So that's when you activate that button. So it's kind of like a button lock. But when you activate that button, it's kind of like the Spyderco Smock. And this button actually disengages the liner lock, or the reverse liner lock, or whatever you want to call it. It's a compression lock. It's instead of locking right here, it locks on the other side, and it locks on the top. I don't know if it's better. I don't care. It's this. Did you see that? I don't know if it's better or if it's equivalent. It doesn't really matter to me. I trust the compression lock. This may be more Courtney's type of knife if it stays. I do like it, and I may carry it from time to time. But I think she was like, ooh, I like it. It's like a bigger version of the Roxy, and almost immediately just fell in love with it. You got a patch. That's kind of cool. Like a Velcro patch. I think it's Velcro patch. So like this little, what do they call them, man? I can't remember. I got a few of them, but it's a lot of stuff for the price point, and I do like RSK, like they're the designer of the Kaiser Paragon. I'm gonna whip it out. You've seen it plenty of times on my channel, more than likely. Or we may have just a straight up video on it. Today is not just gonna be about this Vosteed Mayhem, but I will say this, man. It came in razor sharp. It performed extremely well. Let's go ahead and get this background. I don't know. I like that background. It's probably gonna mess with the colors though. Let's get this background up and just go straight to the leather. All right. I do like that picture though. Courtney did that. All right. So we'll lay the Mayhem over here, and I got some knives in from Dave, and I've already opened them. I've already y'all watch the whole video. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now, man. Go ahead and watch the whole video if you like free shit. All right. First up, the Bradford Guardian. This is the G3F, and this me and Dave worked out a deal. I believe I want to say I'm not 100%, but I believe we got a deal worked out, and I'm pretty sure this is ours. And if so, this would be Courtney's. That's a finicky little, you can't be touching on the wrong spot. But man, it's full tie, M390, made in America, just all around, just like a very comfortable knife. It's flipper only, but that's right up Courtney's alley, and it's about Courtney's size. So just show the Mayhem. And I know it's not a very popular knife yet, so let's put that PM2 up there. So you'll see, it's a little shorter than the PM2, probably about the same size as the PM3 actually. But she had it in her hand. She likes it. She's okay. She's, I like this knife. It's a good quality. I can tell it's a good quality knife, and blah 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 blah. So there we go. We got that knife in today. It actually came in yesterday while we was camping, but okay. Got my Chavez back. Y'all don't need to see that. I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Okay. I took it out of the box. I took it out of the box anyway, man. I sent this to Dave. Told him it was time for him to spend a little time with it, man. And I as soon as I flipped it, I was like, God Almighty, it's still like my favorite damn knife I've got. I will probably periodically send it to him, even though I know it ain't his style. But he's the one that turned that thing into what it is. And this is an interesting one. Magnum works. I emailed, or not emailed, I sent the guy a message on Facebook. Magnum works. And Dave did the grinds on this one, man. I'm not 100% sure about this knife either. But dude, I love the way it looks. It's got my style of blade here for sure, and I love the regrind. I love how he left the original artwork, or whatever that is, on the blade. But he's reground the tip here. This is all a hollow grind. It's a very deep hollow grind, probably maybe a 7 or I'm just going. I don't know, but it's probably a 7-inch wheel. Maybe a 10-inch wheel, I don't know, man. But it's a cool knife. My fingers keep on getting in the way on the reverse flick. It doesn't have a problem reverse flicking. It's just, I'm clumsy with it right now. That's Magnum works. It's a USA made knife. So it's called the Pantheon, and the style is native. And that thing was made on October the 18th of 2017. So that's like a day before my mom's birthday. All right, so we got the Magnum works. That's an interesting knife. I can't wait to mess with it a little bit more. It also comes with a patch, a morale patch. That's what they're called. Comes with a couple stickers. I think that's kind of cool. And there's a Velcro thing for that patch if needed. All right. Got one more knife to cover, and then we'll cover some other stuff. And we'll talk to you about some stuff, because that's just how I do it. A Hinderer XM18. It's a 2018 Blade Show. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So it's the Most Innovative American Design 2018 Blade Show. That's kind of cool, man. It's the XM18 slicer. It's got the tri-way system, so it can run on bearings, phosphor bronze or Teflon, washers, black G10, battle black hardware. Here's the knife. I may be in love with this thing. I don't know, man. It reminds me so much of the 560, and I know the quality difference is probably going to be immense, but just getting it in hand initially, that's just where my mind goes automatically. Is I had a pretty nice 560, and that's what it reminds me of. Like the 560 was a very comfortable knife, and my brother ended up with it, so it stayed in the family. So I may even borrow it back, just to be able to do a comparison video, because it does feel a lot like the 560. I'm not saying it is exact, you know. I mean, definitely different materials and stuff, right? You know, but I feel like it's really close. It's like it's close enough to do a comparison video. So I believe, man, who knows, man. Me and Dave will get together about these 3 knives and see where everything stands. But I'm pretty sure we've got some stuff worked out. All right. Last but not least, he reground the Becker BK18. Now, this ain't everybody's cup of tea. I understand that, but this is this was a knife that I took a lot of pride in. I re-blued it, or I blued it. I blued the blade. I took the coating off the blade and I blued it, and I sent it to Dave, let him practice on, regrinding, and he has done a phenomenal job. I don't know like how much we'll pick up here, but that is a very, very nice regrind. Very nice regrind. So we'll put an edge back on that. It's not as dull as I thought it was going to be the way he was talking. Like, it feels like it's still probably pretty sharp. I don't know, sometimes that can be deceiving. But I'm happy with the way that turned out. So this is a Becker BK, this is Kabar Becker BK18. It's an American-made knife. I'll set that one right there. And let me go ahead, just to clear any confusion. We'll go ahead and get all the rest of these knives out of the way. I like that. I like that. It's like perfectly imperfect. I like that. Like, like a lot of handmade knives are, right? Because that's the way it feels to me. And I'm not, educated when it comes to Magnum works. I've done a little bit of research. I think it's an Arizona knife maker. I definitely can be corrected. So don't be afraid to correct me if you need to. But I want to say this is a handmade folder by a company that pretty much does fixed blades only. Feels good, feels solid. I love the rock design. That's always been a design that I've always liked, And this native chief, this chief headdress and stuff with this native skull on it just really pops to me. Like it speaks to my style. I like it. I don't have an ounce of Indian blood in me, but I've got a massive respect for the Native Americans. All right, so that aside, well, the Becker BK18. And we'll show you the Benchmade 940 Osborne. This is the -2, so it's the G10 model. I sent it in to Dave for a regrind. This is the knife that started the channel out. This knife started the channel out because I was going to, I broke the tip off of it, and I was going to send it back into Benchmade, and they were like, of course, $90. And like, I've only ever had one blade replaced from Benchmade before, and it was either the Rift or it was the Contago, and I can't remember. It was so long ago, I can't remember which one it was that I messed the blade up on. But they charged me $30, and that was a couple of years prior to me needing the blade replaced on this one, and they told me $90. And I was like, man, it's just a little S30V blade. Can we not work something else out? Can you just sell me a blade? And they're like, no, we don't do that. And I was like, okay, all right, respect. It's their company, and in hindsight, I guess at least they still offer blade replacements because a lot of companies don't. But this knife right here started the channel. So the very first video that I ever did was me just bitching about the price increase of Benchmade's blade replacement. This blade now has it's got a unique blade to it. It's been reground. You see the half of butterfly that's there, that's left. It's been reground by Dave. It's got a nice hollow point. Oh my God, it's so thin and slicey now. Which I haven't cut anything with it. We're gonna put an edge on it. We'll play with it. But I can't imagine a better scenario to give away this knife than giving it away at $1,000. It was the knife that started the channel. It is now repaired. It's better than it was before, if you ask me. And You know, I told Dave when I sent it to him, I was like, I hope Hot Rod likes it. If she does, let her keep it. Man, I don't want it back. I don't need it back. You know, he said Hot Rod was pretty much not, you know, like she wasn't into the crossbar locks. So he said, I'll send it back to you. Do whatever you want to with it. And I can't think of a better scenario to give this knife away now that it's repaired. Because I felt like if Dave put the time in to repair the blade, it was his knife. You know what I mean? That's the way I was looking at it. I was like, if he wants to repair it, then it's his knife to do whatever he wants to with it. Like, I mean, he could have gave it away on his channel if he wanted to. Dave being the kind of guy he is, he sent it back to me and said, you give it away on your channel. So okay, I will. I'll give it away on my channel. 1,000 subscribers. If we hit 1,000 subscribers before I carry this channel. What I mean by that, man, I really love the community that we have. I really do. You ever been so pissed off at somebody that you just like, you're waiting for them to do something so you can knock their teeth down their throat? You know, like, if you've ever been there, that's where I'm at with YouTube right now. You know, like they just, I don't understand the reasons why they do what they do. But like that's where I'm standing with YouTube right now. So like I'm kind of impulsive. So like it could happen one day. You know, it could happen one day. I was like, you know, to hell with this, man. You know, it was just like I turn it all off, and we'll just get rid of this channel altogether. But it won't happen without a significant notice. You know, like, hey, we're not recording anymore on this channel. You know, if you at all. You know, like I did post a thing saying we'd be taking the Rumble. We will be. You know, I'll be recording videos for YouTube and Rumble until I decide where I want to be with the knives. We may keep both of them. I don't know, man. But I'm not gonna post the same videos on YouTube as I do Rumble because I don't want them to be properties of two different entities and they're fighting over it and all that shit. So anyway, 1,000 subscriber giveaway if we reach 1,000 subscribers. You know, that's how it's gonna work. BK18, I'm gonna put an edge on it. I'm gonna use it at Dave's request because he wanted some feedback on the performance of this blade and this hollow grind. I'm not a chopper, so I really feel like it's gonna work just fine. Like, you know, the only negatives I ever hear about hollow grind blades is from people who do a lot of chopping, and the BK18 is not a chopping knife. You know, like if this was a BK9 and it had a hollow grind, maybe that would be a bad decision. Maybe it wouldn't if you were slicing ham all day. You know, like maybe that would be a perfect grind for you if you were slicing ham all day. But since you're, you know, like if you're gonna take a BK9 and you're gonna use it for what it needs to be used for, it'd probably be better off if it had a flat grind, right? Okay. Anyway, so the 18 with the hollow grind doesn't scare me at all. For the task that like this isn't a knife that I pull out to do the chopping and the heavy work and stuff. This is a pretty small fixed blade. So I mean, it's not a small fixed blade, but it is a pretty small fixed blade. So anyway, we'll throw that in on 1,000 too. If we make it to 1,000, I'm not gonna advertise it. You know, you made it this far in the video, you know about it. You pass it on to your friends if you want to. No pressure whatsoever. Let's not make a deal of it. You know, we're about 145 away from 1,000, and that'll be our giveaway. This is Friday when I'm recording this. I will be uploading this Friday night. As we will be going live tomorrow, come hell or high water. Not sure what time. We are aiming for 2:30 p.m. But we'll be going live tomorrow, and we'll be, you know, here to communicate with the community and hang out with you guys if y'all want to do that. Anyway, without wasting any more of your time, I'm looking forward to checking out some of these knives we got in the mail from Dave and communicating with him and seeing what he's got in mind. Just make sure we're all on the same page. And then I do anticipate some individual videos coming up on most of those knives, just because I can get excited about most of those knives. So anyway, without further ado and wasting your time anymore, thank you for watching. If you watched this far, consider subscribing. If you subscribe, like and comment below and at least watch one more video. That way you'll stay subscribed. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you on the flip side.